Commenting with Google Plus sucks. But commenting with Reddit is awesome. So head on over to Reddit and leave a comment on this video. And as always, thanks so much for watching. Hey there, you're watching the Jessa channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, and today there's about to be a colossal accident. Oh my god! Wow, behold, major clipping. What I'm referring to is this sailboat that just went right in front, clipped right through the railroad. Both the railroad track, which what I'm referring to is this right here, railroad track, that the train comes on, and this boat are made from Maxis. They are neighborhood decorations that come with the game. This is a free time, I believe, is what this train decoration came with. But the little boats are from base game, so that's a Maxis whoopsie there. But anyway, we're back here in Akenthop today, and after having witnessed that horrific accident, I'm sure that there are going to be fire boats, and there's actually speaking of which, let me just get off track right off the bat, as I like to do. There's actually a dock here for emergency boats that can go out. I imagine this red one here might be an emergency police boat. And in my imagination, of course, this bridge lifts up right about here where my mouse is, you know, and lifts up and lets boats through. But since we have to kind of imagine that, the neighborhood decorations will just happily clip on through, and oh, look at the birds. I will admit that there are times in which I will just take a look at the different things happening in the neighborhood in Akenthop. These birds that you see here, they were all placed. You know, I placed them all. I even placed little things like this, you know, that is one little bit of neighborhood decoration. And it's something that will not be seen at all from a lot, I don't think. You might be able to see it maybe if you're standing in this lot right here. But for the most part, you know, I put it there because it's what creates the detail in a hood, you know. For example, I took a log and stuck it in the middle of this rock here, you can see. Little things like that I took the time to do, and it has paid off in dividends, and I am extremely happy with the hood. But let's go on with what we're going to be doing today. This is a decorating episode, and the next few episodes are going to be decorating episodes because we have 2 lots to do. And I told you in the last episode that I was going to go on with the bakery lot, but I have decided to stick 1 lot in line before the bakery lot simply because everyone in Akenthop is fat. There are a lot of expanding waistbands in Akenthop, and therefore we're going to be doing the gym first. The gym is called Percival's Fitness because I have decided to give the gym to our local pimp, our pimp boy, Percival Rosen, who is, here he is here. You can't really see him. Let's see if I can get a better picture of him. There he is. And he is a sim that was created in a live simming session. If you haven't been to a live simming session, they're great fun. And I really do enjoy doing them. And we're going to be doing another one fairly soon because I'm in need of some new sims in Akenthop. And then let me also show you the location that I have chosen. I'm going to zoom out a little bit here so we don't get seasick going across the ocean. And we're going over here to Akenthop Isle itself. Choo-choo train. You guys, you know what? That's a new, like, a new drinking game that you can have. You know, although I encourage you to drink something non-alcoholic, like, you know, cider, or every time I say it, drink a Dr. Pepper or a Mountain Dew or something. But anyway, every time I say choo-choo train, you gotta take a drink. Anyway, so we have over here the bank, which you'll recall that we did in the last few episodes. And then right next to it now, nicely tucked in, is a bakery. And The name just came off the top of my head. Yes, it's called the Yum Yum Shop. I just thought it was cute. Hey, whatever. I've got a town called Akenthop, which is about as odd as you can get. So why shouldn't Akenthop have a Yum Yum Shop? And I'm also scrolling over here because I want to just give you a quick little update. I have put 3 new Sims into Akenthop. I made them today. And we needed some more Sims in the workforce. So, I was running out of Sims to bring on as employees in other Sims businesses. So I created this little family here. This is the Vansuelas, and it consists of a daughter, Chamara Vansuela, and her dad, Marco Vansuela, who is going to be the local architect. And eventually I will show you how that's actually going to be a business where other Sims can hire him as an architect to change rooms in their house if they want to, or maybe add on something, or build a tree house in the back for the kids, or build a whole new house. Now, because Akenthop has a lot of houses, there's not really any room to buy new houses. He'll mostly make his money from maybe buying and selling real estate, as well as doing little commissions, things like that. He'll also do things like, for example, if a Sim wants a nice picture of their house, he'll go to their house, take a picture, and then, do a nice artistic drawing of it on his architecture work table. So, we have one more Sim who's moved into the Easter house, and she's gonna be hard to see, simply because she is in this group of other Sims. There's a lot of Sims that live in the Easter house, but her name is Tess Urban Plainwell. Don't ask me where I came up with that name. I just did. And she's down here with the pink pants down here. And she's got very pretty hair, and she just looks lovely. And I think I'm going to have her work in the gym. So we'll meet her very soon. Because I knew that there's going to be a number of people working at the gym. There's going to be a massage therapist there. And I think we should head on in while I'm talking, and I'll tell you what's going to be in there. But there's going to be a need for someone to run the juice bar upstairs, and someone who'll do massage, as well as Percy will be working there, of course, being the trainer, and doing yoga classes, Tai Chi classes, that kind of thing. I'm looking forward to showing you about how the gym works and how you set it up, because I know some tricks for getting Sims to have an organized looking yoga class. I'll show you how that works. So each Sim will go to an assigned spot that you want them to go to. And that's part of a mod by Pescado. And whenever I say Pescado, know that I mean Pescado at More Awesome Than You, Maddie. He's a very, he came onto the scene back in 2005 or so when Mod The Sims opened. He was one of the first people signed up at Mod The Sims. And he's responsible for a lot of the Sims 2 modding and now Sims 3 modding. And so here's Percy in front of the gym, and I'm really proud of the gym. I have not decorated it on the inside, but I have taken the time to change the lot. It was originally, it's a plastic box lot, and I took the time to take out all the old stuff and do the kind of tedious stuff like changing out the windows and the doors and the walls and the floors. So now it's ready for us to just get in there and have fun with the decorating part. So let me show you it now. I like how this building came out. I changed the outer walls here. It was a different walls that she was using. And here it is. And I like it because it has a kind of perhaps Asian-inspired feel to it to me. And all of you folks over in Asia will be going head smacking and going, I've never seen a building like that in anywhere near where I live. But hear me out. There are, on Mod The Sims, there are some buildings, a set of buildings actually. And unfortunately, I don't remember the creator's name off the top of my head. But I remember the creator did maybe 20, 30, 40 even buildings, all on very small lots, and all with a kind of Asian, Japanese-inspired look. Similar to this, with the low roof lines and the nice open windows, and the same kind of color scheme with a darker color up top and a brick or different color down below. And you'll have to search those out. Maybe just try searching for Japanese inspired or Asian inspired or something like that over at Mod the Sims. And if you find them, let me know, and let us all know in the comments over at thejessachannel.com/r. Did I just say that? Let's try that again. There is a jessachannel.com, which you're welcome to go over and visit, but you can leave comments on this video at reddit.com/r/the Jessa channel. Okay, so let me give you a tour of this beautiful lot, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to have it laid out. And I want to first of all thank Trapping. Lena is a active member of the simming community, and she's a really nice person, and she did these walls and floors, and she did them, I think, goodness knows what, it was probably an Advent or a Goss theme set made by Trapping, and she made them for Star Sim, so it's probably maybe a Christmas in July. Unfortunately, I have no idea how to find these, but without having to go back in the downloads folder, which I don't like to do because that slows up. I would spend the whole episode in my downloads folder as opposed to decorating. But the best way to find things that I show in the episodes, as always, is to take a picture of this screen right here. Just go to 720p and maybe do a print screen, save the picture, upload it to a where can I find form. There's one at Mod the Sims, there's one at Garden of Shadows, and say, hey, where are these walls and floors from? That's really the best way. And so on the ground floor we have a sauna room, which I'm going to deck out. I just put a hot tub in here just to give you guys an idea of what's going to be down here. The hot tub's going to stay, but I may put in, I don't know, maybe I'll see if I can fit a little shower here or something. And then down here, or actually I think I could put 2 little showers very neatly right here. And in fact, let me put a wall in here to remind me that 2 very nice small little showers can go in there. Nice shower room. I'll put a bathroom here and then a shower room there. Maybe. I'll think it out. Anyway, heading on up here is the back door, which leads out to the sauna. I like how the roof of the sauna came out. I'm terrible at roofing as well, you know. And I ended up making this neat little add-on roof. I was trying to do something else and it failed, but it ended up with this cute little roof, which I liked. So there's a stove in here, which is not for any use at all besides just aesthetic, because I wanted something that shows that this is a sauna, and I wanted a chimney. So I put this little extra room on here, and over here is going to be a little bathroom right here. And I like the walls of the sauna, and those walls, so that you don't have to ask me where they're from, they are from, oh, I'm sorry, they're from a site that doesn't exist anymore. But you might try, oh goodness, Sims Cave often has stuff from sites that have gone down. There's a lot of stuff at Sims Cave. If you haven't been over there, it's a forum, and it's a sharing forum. And this is from sim-placement.com, and her site went down many years ago. But she did a lot of walls and floors, and I grabbed all of them. Anyway, moving on back upstairs. Over here is going to be a dance studio. You can see that I have put in a wall of mirrors here. Isn't that cool? Woo! And these mirrors, by the way, I can tell you where they're from. This wall-sized mirror, which is invisible from the back, that's what makes it so cool, is from, I want to say it's a Windkeeper mirror. Yep, Windkeeper. She did a set of mirrors at TSR where everything is now free. And so I would go over and check out Windkeeper's mirror set. And the reason why I like it so much, like I said, it's invisible from the back. So you see right there, there's nothing blocking my view. And it's the only wall mirror I use. I don't bother with anything else. And the same for in the bathroom here. You know, invisible from the back, very handy. go and grab those and make sure and thank the creator, thank Windkeeper. She's no longer part of the community, but it wouldn't hurt to leave a comment saying that you appreciate her work. And over here is the exercise room, where I'll put all the exercise equipment and where Percy will do a lot of his training. And then check this out. This wall, I didn't set it up to do that. That is how it came. I can't do that. That involves using the constrained floor elevation sheet, which I'm going to tell you I know diddly squat about. But that's one of the specialties of plastic box homes. So anyway, yeah, this is a, you know, nice little opening stairwell here. Isn't it cool? And up here is going to be where I'm going to have food and the juice bar and that kind of stuff, you know, so you can refresh yourself. And then back here is going to be a very small little massage room. And the massage therapist will work automatically. She will be an employee, or he. And I have a massage controller from Paladin, Sim Wardrobe, simwardrobe.com. And he calls them, I think it's called Paladins, or I can't remember. But anyway, it's Sim Wardrobe's, simwardrobe.com. And he has a massage controller, which will allow a sim to be employed as a massage therapist and automatically seek out new customers. And then back here is going to be Percy's office. So now that I've given you the quick tour, I see a little error here. I'm going to change this floor out right here. Anyway, now that I've given you a little tour, let's start in with the decorating. And so I'm going to work from the ground floor up. And see what I can do to make this into a shower room. This is just going to be a tiny bathroom. I'm going to use... oh, by the way... And I hope you're enjoying that music that's playing in the background. It's courtesy of Kevin McLeod at Incompetech, who does great royalty-free music, and I am playing his entire jazz selection here, playlist. And if you'd like to visit him, his link is below in the description box. So this windows and floors set, windows and doors set is the Fusion set, and it is by Simgadons, by Toli at Simgadons. And by the way, you know, do your best, like I said, to thank him. Perhaps send him an email, perhaps make a donation to a site. I have no idea. I don't think he's creating for The Sims 3, but at least a comment, you know. Let these creators know that you're enjoying their work. It's the best way to give back. And the windows are also part of the Simgadon set. The whole Fusion window set. And the neat thing about the Fusion window set, check this. So how I made this neat little section here. This is a separate window. This is a separate window. So the windows come 1, 2, and 3. And the 2 height windows are both top windows, like you can see here. I'm going to put the move objects on because I have that on all the time. And then here's the bottom window set. So, so anyway, yeah, it's really a neat way you can be creative with how you set the windows up. Heading back downstairs, I'm going to go back to using Lena's wall set. Lena's done a lot of content for The Sims 2. And, oh, I don't want that here. For The Sims 2 and The Sims, she does not, as far as I know, she doesn't play The Sims 3. Okay, so we have a sleek little set here. I missed a wall. Did I get everything? Yeah, nope. Okay, and while I'm here, I really wanted to show you guys a little trick. Let's see, is this the best place to show you? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so you can see that, and this is an important little building tip. So, you know, everybody take notes. You can see these windows here. Now, these are not the windows that came with Plastic Box. With her, oh, that's not what I meant to do. With this, you know, Plastic Box does not use custom content in her lots, which is very good, you know, but they come completely decorated with, you know, Max's content. So you can see here that I've selected this window over here. And so I took her windows out and I want to put my windows in. And I put them in like that, and you can see that the window doesn't become a window. Well, that's a problem. You can see, though, that it's behaving as a window because light is shining through it when I place the window. And also right here, same thing happens. Light shines through it as if it's a window, but no window showing up. Well, instead of having to build, you know, tear down walls and try and figure out what the problem is and start leveling stuff, there's a quick, neat little trick that I learned. And I'm going to give credit to the person who taught me this trick. That will make a window snap into place and become an actual window. And it's really simple. All you need to do is draw a wall next to the window, perpendicular, basically coming out from the window, like this. Boom. And you see? The window that's connected to the wall will automatically pop in. And it works, you know, pretty much anywhere you have a problem placing a window. And you just remove the wall and the window is back to a window. This, I wish I had known years ago. Man, would have saved me so much trouble. But let's just be happy we know it now. And it works here too. If you want to put windows, you know, looking out to a brick wall. And I can put, you know, 3 windows here. And then head back over to the wall tool and just draw a perpendicular wall next to each window. And boom. They're windows now. And you can look out at the brick wall if you want to. Now, because these windows are in a foundation, there's no light to come through. So, you know, there's no real need to have windows here. But if you wanted to, you could. I'm going to skip on that, you know, because there's no need to look out towards the inner part of your foundation. But for here, where Plastic Box is so wisely left a little opening here, you can do that. Or if I wanted to get really crazy and try and put an opening here, I could, but I'm not about to do that. That's not going to happen. So anyway, mark that trick down, pass it around in the Sims 2 community, because I don't think a lot of people know about it. Now, the person that I learned this from is Ruthless KK, who has moved on to the Sims 3. But she posted this in a thread, in a building thread, and buried down into the thread. And I happened to come across it when I was trying to search for other information. I said, I've got to remember that. And tried it, and sure enough, it works. So this is also good when you're trying to put windows next to a fireplace, for example. Now let's move on and make this quick little room. I was showing you about the walls and doors. This is the Fusion entrance door. I'm not going to use this door for the showers, of course, because you don't want people peeking in. And I'm using the brown set here. So I'm just going to put this door in like this. And I'm going to put another one. I'm going to turn that around just because I like the door to open up that way. Don't ask me why. Because I like it, that's why. That's good enough reason for me. I always say this so many times, but can you guys tell I have a good time? Because I have a good time. Okay, let's put a black toilet in there just because, you know, why the heck not? Live wild and on the edge. You know, I just thought of something. It would be really smart for me to recategorize Pescado's toilet paper roll that I use all the time. Part of his bathroom runs you, which causes Sims to go to the bathroom on their own when their needs grow low. It has a lot of neat features. It's part of the Macrotastics system. Anyway, here it is, and I should just put it where the toilets are. That seems like much smarter place to put it. Hey, get back here. So I will do that, and there's a way to easily do that. using a program by Sim Wardrobe. I've talked about it before, but I will, as usual, talk about it again for the new people coming in. And there are a lot of new people coming in because today, this morning, a wonderful viewer told me on Twitter, and I'm sorry I forget your name, who it was, said that I had reached 5,000 subscribers. Yay! And that is a thrill. I was recording something for someone else. I'm a guest on a podcast, and I'll tell you guys about it when it goes live. But I'm a guest on a role-playing podcast, and it happened while I was on the podcast. That's really neat. Okay, so these are some fancy showers, and we're going to use these showers for... These showers are by... I jest you not. The site, I don't know whether it's still up or not, is pimp-my-sims.com. And the guy who did it, his name was Solander. And he was really active in the community a few years back. And let me just grab this one. It's a lot easier than trying to remember which one I just picked. Okay, here we go. And I'm also going to put a fence in here to separate the showers out. These are going to be unisex showers. What the heck? Let's just all get wild and kinky. This is the Jessa channel, the adult version. I know viewers have told me that there's one particular viewer I'm thinking about who's told me that he watches these episodes with his kids because my channel is a family-safe channel, and it usually is. Occasionally I slip up. Okay, so I hope that's gonna work. And in fact, just to make sure, this is why I like to have a sim on the lot. I'm gonna have Percy take a shower. I'm pretty sure this will work out. Let's see. Percy, get in here and take a shower. Yep, it works. Okay, so I will leave him right there. And, oh, because I like, I just like to think of these things. I think when you consider realism, like how I showed you in the beginning of the episode that I actually have little tree stumps in my world that you can't really see from a lot. Some of them you can, but some of them you can't. There's no other purpose for them. They don't help gameplay. They're just there for aesthetic, creating a realistic world. Well, you know, I consider things like that when doing things like making this bathroom. You know, there's this shower, and we can pretend that there's a little shower drain right here. But I feel like it's a public place, and they should have something more pleasant to stand on than some cold tile. And so here it is. This is also by Tolly, Simgadons, and it's a little bath mat. And he has two colors here for this. It's actually a little wooden bath mat type thing. And I use it quite a lot. And I'm going to put this one down. And put another one here under Percy's feet. And as you can see, it doesn't, I don't know if you can just barely see his feet down there. Let's see if we can get down there. Yeah. So his feet are still, you know, it does not obstruct his feet. And it's just a nice little touch. Oops, let me go up a wall here though, because I would like to put in this wall. Why am I clicking here? I mean to be clicking here. I just randomly clicked on the statues just cause. No other reason, just cause. You know, I see these solar panels. Actually, these are by custom made from Mod The Sims by Elise Luong. But the Sims game actually has some solar panels, and I keep forgetting to put them on my Sims houses, but I will. Okay, so let's put up some towels. Okay. I'm not going to worry too much about decorating that room yet, but I'll add some finishing touches later on. And I'm not gonna, that's just a room for a toilet. I'm not sure what else I can do with that. If you have any suggestions for something I could do, some artwork, you know, but I mean, you know, it's a room with a toilet in it. What am I supposed to do with that? Anyway, let's move over here. And I think for this room, the trick is I don't want to block the Sims' access. This is actually a perfect space for this because all four sides are open and the Sims do not, you know, trying to get around. Now the Sims can enter in. One of the great things about the hot tub is they can enter into one side and kind of scooch around the other Sim. If there's a Sim here, another Sim can enter in here and scooch around to this chair. But it's nice to have all the sides open. I think what I'm going to do is a kind of plant theme in here. And I know the plants I'm thinking of. Yep, these are the ones. I'm going to start off with, I'm just going to do some plain white ones here on both sides. And then I'm going to, if I can, flesh that out a bit. Nope. I'm not going to worry about using an OMSP or anything like that. I'm just going to try to add some more. No. There's something I'm looking for here. There are these little, here they are. They're fake tulips and fake daisies. And let me see if I can find some. These blue might do. They're not quite tall enough. They're designed for another pot. And I'm pretty sure they don't go up and down with the walls. Nope, they don't. They're static. They're actually meant to go with these little pots, as you can see, from Arena Sims. And actually, now that I put these here, I like these better. Let's take these out. These are nicer because they look more, they remind me of a kind of Roman bathhouse type of look. I'm gonna put some more, put some blue in here. That's too bright. That blue is too bright. That's good. And I'm gonna turn them a little bit. And then do the same over here. Turning it a little bit to give it some change so each pot looks more natural. And I'm gonna go like that, maybe? Yeah, like that. And might do the same thing over here in all four corners. Oop, let me zoom out. Quickly copy these. And actually, I'm doing this in the long and tedious way. I should be using my shift key to copy them to both corners and save myself a click or two. There we go. And the same for the planter. Okay, and this room I'm going to put some lights in here, and I'll have to think it out as to what else, because of course it needs more. It's kind of boring right now. There is one thing I can add here that I like the idea of. I feel like it needs a bench right here. So, over here, the type of bench I'm thinking of... Oh! Huh! This'll work. Oh, that's neat. This is a by Sim Gadons. Again, it's a wall seat. And... I keep forgetting to push the shift key. Because I want two of them. Let's see how that looks. Oh, that's neat. And perfect. It's got kind of slits in it as it would have in a real bathhouse, so that the water can drain through. And then I'm also gonna put... See, I want to make sure I don't get a Sim trapped in here. Just trying to think of... I know what I'll do. I'll just put them right here using a OMSP. OMSPs are decorator's best friend when you are in The Sims. And decorating before the days of OMSPs was a sad and lonely business. I'm going to snap objects to grid off, as I like to do, and get this right. Yep, that's just about level. And then on top of them, I have just the thing for it. I just passed them by. There they are. These are also by Sim Gadon. And I'm going to make some blue ones here. Put them right up on there. Like that. And turn this so it's kind of like, like right there maybe. So it probably won't clip through a Sim when the Sim sits on it. Then use our design tool to make that there. And like I said, if you have some more ideas as to what I can do with this room, you know, it is a bit barren, but I don't want to stay the entire episode on this room. So we're going to move on up here. Now, I'd like to continue the planter theme. Moving a planter to either side of this door. And also... No, I don't want planters there. I think that's good. This area is going to be a little sitting area over here. And I'm going to grab some differently colored flowers, sticking with, I'll actually use yellow daisies for these, and some yellow, or let's see here, yeah, yellow, or those were yellow tulips and yellow daisies is what I meant to say.
Hit save it.
Haha! I apologize for that. That's my reminder. It's a little talking alarm clock reminder. And it is popping up because it's 8 p.m. and it's telling me it's gaming day tomorrow. I will make sure and turn that off. I thought I had that turned off when I used Game Booster. Okay, so that should be it for this episode. And the next episode we'll come back and we will work on the top floor here. And that's going to be pretty simple. It's a yoga room, so I'm just going to put a rug down, basically. And we'll continue on with the bathroom, moving on to this small bathroom, and the fun part, doing the exercise room. I want to thank you so much for watching. Let's get a zoom out of this. Yeah. It's coming along. It's so pretty. We also have this little area over here to do some little landscaping and that kind of stuff. But I want to thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, please hit the thumbs up button below and encourage me. And if you loved what you saw, join the party, the ever-growing party, now 5,000, and subscribe. I'll see you back here in Akenthop in the next episode. If you'd like to leave a comment, you can click the link in the description box below, or if you're on mobile, you can head on over to reddit.com/r/the Jessa channel. It's free and simple to sign up and join the party. Yay, bouncy music! As always, thank you so much for watching. Get every new Jessa channel video right in your email inbox. Subscribe, then from your YouTube homepage, click Manage Subscriptions, then check Email with new uploads. And thanks for watching.